Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Lumi, your host, and we are playing the BMP2. It does look like the BMP1, but it is not. Most noticeably, the difference, let's have just a look at it, is the lack of spoiler, of course, and the gun. So basically removing mass from here, putting it a bit more here to have better traction in the back and get better speed. Nah, I'm just kidding. But still, the rocket launcher is the same. You get the nice wooden spoiler, and you get the 30mm cannon. Now, I've played, like, in all full disclosure here, I've played like 4 games of it. 3 of them ended in disaster. In the last one, I actually got to shoot down an helicopter, and that's all I did. And this got me 3,000 points. It's really tough to do well with this, mainly because I've gotten actually not so great maps. I'm looking for a game straight from the bat, because look at this. We got like a total of 57 players looking for games in Russia. These probably are Abrams, so most of them are not going to be in the same tier we are, and British, French and German are pretty much empty right now. They are, I don't know what's happening there. Maybe it's because they didn't get any or that nice goodies, I guess. If you don't get any high tiers on British, Japanese or French, people are really not going to bother. So right now everyone is grinding the IP and everyone is grinding the T80. So I guess that's what's happening, and you end up having a very unbalanced kind of game situation right now. I really don't, it takes a long time to find a game. So be warned, we are going to look at the BMP2 gameplay, but it's going to take a while. And my guess as to why there are more Russians playing rather than Americans is because the IP is so similar to the regular Abrams. I mean, if you have to choose between going from T64B to T80B, if you have every vehicle by the time the update comes out, then I'd go for the T80B, because I have played the Abrams already. The IP will just have a little bit of extra armor, so that's not going to be my primary focus. But yeah, then we are currently trying to unlock T55A, because it got dropped in BR. There was also some change today, so let me just, whilst we're trying to find a game, unfortunately this will actually get the screen dark, but just for a few moments, I'm actually checking out the update that came out today, so we get to talk a bit about that whilst we're waiting for a game. Now, what they say, and let's get back into the game, let's look at this beautiful timer. So, they fixed a few bugs on Linux and so forth, but then the most noticeable thing is that at 8.0 and higher, helicopter respawn costs have been reduced by 20%. Now this means that helicopters can be spawned from the very beginning, which is half frightening, but I mean, I guess it's just that they will have some respite, so that the fighters will not be able to get at them as easily. Now, in addition to that, they actually made it 40% increase if you install an ATGM on a helicopter. Now this will help out things that start out without ATGMs, that are stock. Let's have a look at this thing, for instance. Does it start? Well, it does start with some ATGMs, some rockets. I think ATGMs would be the guided ones, these more expensive ones, I guess. So it will give them a bit of a fighting chance early on. You will not be bothered by planes. And what they also added is for all aircrafts, but I'm not sure if this is 8.0 as well and higher, I assume so. So for jets basically, fighters cost 50% more, attackers 30% and bombers 20%. So it's basically, they've made it so that helicopters a high tier end up being way more appealing than points to be able to get fighters out. So, well, not that, I mean, with bombers you can still take out some helicopters, but I think the main counter to helicopters is going to be ground units. And this is where I think a few people get it wrong, when they think now that we have helicopters, we have a true rock, paper, scissors type of mechanic going on in the game. And I say no. We've already had it for a very long time. The rock, paper, scissors was basically tanks, planes, AAA. That was the rock, paper, scissors, the original one, the one we have had and that has worked for a long time. The helicopters really don't fit anywhere in there. I don't know, they are supposed to be good against tanks, but like with this BMP2, if an helicopter gets just a tad too close, it gets shredded. There's really nothing you can, and this is even just a light tank. But at 8.0 you will have things like the Shilka, that any helicopter gets close, you just will get destroyed. You have things which have APDSFS that have like those massively straight flying darts. That's really not going to be something that will change. I mean that will have a trouble against helicopters. So helicopters, I have trouble seeing where they will fit in still, and I think Gaijin is still, look at the amount of players. Gaijin is still trying to find its way here. It's trying to find a place for helicopters, but I doubt seeing how it will work. I'm working to unlock them. I'm working to make my own opinion to see how it's gonna work. But stock helicopters already I can foresee are gonna be really bad. Because even tanks can take out helicopters, AA even more so, planes, easy, piece of cake. So a helicopter is just as good as when it's being left alone, basically. And I think that if they want to make helicopters work, they will need to add air-to-air guided missiles. And I mean air-to-air guided missiles not as in WASD or mouse guided, but like lock and forget. And they need to do that so that they can defend themselves against planes. And planes need to get also counters to that. So they need to get flares, they need to get that kind of stuff. If we are reaching that high in BRs, if we are trying to implement helicopters realistically against jet fighters, we need to have those kinds of things. And that's all I'm saying about it. Right, finally we found a game. Now, I'm going to take the BMP2. I think I'm going to spawn left. Or actually no, I'm going to spawn right and I'm going to go here. I think here I probably can actually do a lot of spotting. That's going to be more or less the idea. Because right now I have the stock shell which only pans 67. It's really good against aircraft, I guess. We have 4 rockets and we have 0 armor, vulnerable crew. So we'll have to see what we can do. It's incredibly small games all the time. There's so many people looking for games. And wow, okay, that's not common. Just British and USSR. It's not something I think I may have seen that. I don't even remember when I saw it last. And I've been playing this game for years. So it's really, the game is desperate to find things that can fit together. And and I don't know, we can check how long actually it took us to find a match, but I think we're over the 5 minutes limit, so that's substantial if you ask me. Alright, someone is capturing A. Let's see, can we actually do some spotting here? I don't see anyone so far there. Long range.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
All dead. It's a very small game, so I guess that explains it. There must have been an incredible amount of people having, gone to A then. And we have only that other heavy tank that was with us. I really don't see anyone. Look at the cluster of people there. As I would want to spot for our allies. Maybe they're behind this rock. We are capturing C. Can someone, probably someone can hit us from there, but I don't anticipate anyone to go there. No, it's really dead.
Allied forces
Okay,
have
Germans
captured the
and
zone.
Japanese. Hopefully nobody's coming to check if there's someone here. Oh, okay, we got our first target.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
If he shows me his side, nah, he won't. I mean, not in an easy way. But he's gonna go for B, I think. So let's see. Hey yo, Ryan Bolts, how's it going? Nice to see you on the channel. Nice to see some people who aren't afraid of communicating, of saying hello. Where did that Leo go? It's really dead. I mean, I'm not gonna push out because that in this tank is gonna get killed. I don't have the tools to fight back in a reactive manner. But there's someone down there. Nah, he actually shot far range. Yeah, there he is. That's probably the Leo we were looking at before. I don't think I can spot him.
Allied forces have captured a
So we
zone.
captured B. I really, what is up with their team? Where is it? It's like they remained in their spawns. Oh, there is one. No. Well, he's doing it. He's getting the kill. That's fine. Maybe now we can actually get a chance. Oh, this is impossible. There's either he's in front or. Okay, here we go. We tried. Someone far range, seems. If he pushes out, I can actually maybe hit him. We got some guy here, which is a problem. Actually, the one in front is less of a problem than the one behind. I'm gonna let the AMX take care of that, and I'm gonna help out. Okay, no, that one's dead. He's still behind there, I assume. I'd like to spot him. There he is. I saw his antennas. You probably cannot see them in the video. I'm good, Boltsy. It's alright. I mean, I think the increase of the increase of vehicles or amount of vehicles that you can take along with you really helps out, because the games feel more balanced in a way. Okay, we need to respot that guy. Didn't work out this time. Yeah, I'm gonna try and help him out. Because I don't see him. Yeah, he's dead now. This one is here. Or did he die as well? I really were a bit disconnected, I must say. No, he's there. AMX-30 is shooting it. Okay. He's actually moving away. Now he's been scouted. I think it must be repairing something. I'm gonna go around. I think you should try it again. Just give it another chance. High tier with helicopters is definitely interesting. There we go. Had been hiding for way too long. Still got a lot of people up. Is that an enemy plane? It is. Fire rate of this thing is just is maybe a bit too slow. Let's see, is he coming back? We can get actually an air kill. That would be nice.
Our victory is here.
He's going left. He's carrying a bomb. Fuck a wolf. Oh, okay, Falcon got him. It's his job after all. Is that a heavy back? Oh, no, it actually hit nothing. Let's see. Come on, what? Not even an assist, although I had him spotted? Or it's not the same guy? I don't understand. Yeah, that seems to be another mouse. Can get other rockets here. We could also just go and capture A. Yeah, that other mouse also died. I don't know. I don't know how I didn't get an assist. Allied plane. Still, we got 3 guys. Okay, there's an AA somewhere. I think we're not gonna need more rockets. We're just gonna go and capture A at this point. I don't know. I want to test something out. I want to see if this thing actually can shoot boost. Yeah, but I think the gun overheats maybe. It's very marginal. I'm gonna ask to wait at A. I mean, why not? If they wait, I can get a cap. This thing needs it. It's totally stock. You got 7.7 to back it up? We'll see. As we can try, but I warn you, with Russia, we're gonna wait a lot. And maybe that's actually, since I'm playing the BMP2, maybe we hold off after I'm done with that, and maybe it's gonna be a bit better, because in teams and or with 2 different crews, nations, it's just gonna render everything more complex for the matchmaker. Now that I think about it. Okay, we got some nice little capture here. I don't know, somehow it does feel better than the BMP1, because that initial gun kind of tricks you into thinking you can kill stuff. Technically you can, but it's really not that great. With this thing, you know to be more careful, and you can actually engage planes way better. Just for a second there, I got scared that this thing would actually end up crashing my tank, because this thing is so light. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Let me know how it goes. I mean, fundamentally, it's still the same game. But if you get into games where there are some 8.0s, you'll see American choppers. They aren't really that great yet. That 8.0 is really just like a flying machine with an MG. But other than that, okay, where do we got? There was some guys over yonder. At least they kind of cleared it all out, and it seems like they may be going for C. Maybe. Oh, actually, we can swim, can we? I want to try this out. Last time I jumped off here, I died because I couldn't swim. This thing is actually waterproof, so let's test it out. Let's do something fun for a change. Hey, maybe he actually follows me into it. No, come back up, come back up, come back up. Seriously. Why isn't it? Ah, that's stupid. This thing is supposed to float. Alright, never mind. We're gonna take the Z... No, we're gonna take the T-54 out, and we're gonna spawn left. Why did it choose right this time? Oh yeah, because it was my last spawn. Yeah, let's just go and try and keep C from getting captured. We're gonna pop some artillery on it. Get a bit more active game, because the BMP is nice and all, but it's very, very passive gameplay. At least for now. Maybe when I'll have the 100mm shells. I mean, and by that I mean like that I can pen 100mm, not that, I mean, it doesn't have a 100mm gun at some point. Right, what could we have there? Oh, a blessed cow. Sorry guys if you're Hindu. There might be some carnage. Although I don't think so, because the game's gonna end way before. Probably another mouse up there. We're not gonna get the capture, that's for sure. The game's gonna end before that. But if we can get a kill, it'll be that already. Yeah, that's it. It's over. I wonder, did I get enough for the 60% for that victory that counts for the unlock? Let's have a look. 66%, just about. How are we? 2 out of 5 for today. I'm gonna get the BMP back again. Although I anticipate a very long wait again. So let's talk about something else, about another topic. Right now it has been, I mean, in the wake of that video of how to engage the grind in a stock vehicle, which Gaijin did only for planes. I don't know if you're aware of. I assume you are. By now it's pretty much widespread. I didn't think it was worth mentioning up until now, because to me it just felt like, yeah, it's Gaijin being Gaijin. So I just let it slide, you know. It's, yeah, they are trying to help in a sense, but they're also trying to promote their game, and it was a very risky thing to touch on if you think about it, because ooh, we got actually a fast game. Because everyone knows, and I assume if Gaijin isn't stupid, the people at Gaijin know that their game is meant to be frustrating. It is what free-to-play do. It's, instead of paying for having a smooth progression, you get to have access to a progression which is riddled with intentional obstacles or let's say discouragements for you to finally open your wallet. And it's okay, it's the model that is like that. We all know it. We kind of trade it off. So when you then kind of like try and make a video, I mean, as a game developer, you try and make a video and say, hey, have a look, we can tell you how to get around that frustration that we've put in. It just feels tacky, sarcastic in a sense, and it's incredibly tough to pull it off in a genuine manner when maybe they did try, and I assume they wanted to do it genuinely and honestly, trying to help out people who struggle, because I think that especially at high tier Air RB, there are people who struggle a lot with stock vehicles, so they really wanted to make that a bit more well, they wanted to give hints to people as how to do it. And of course they mentioned what are their methods, like spend golden eagles and get premium and so forth. That is what they are for, but they mainly focus on other things, and a lot of those aspects weren't really justified in the sense that they really don't work, or they were really like half-baked solutions. And I guess you can blame them for that, blame them for trying to provide a solution that really has none, because by design it's made to be unsolvable other than just grinding. So we got our first target. So I really don't know what they were expecting, and they went onto a risky slope, and they slid down and crashed, and they are burning now. So that's a problem. Now what people immediately led to is like, okay, you did this for planes, now we want to see what do we do then with tanks. And in a sense, for planes you have the possibility to fight back if you have sufficient skill. I want him to stop. Brilliant, thanks, mates. Oh, okay, I'm loving this thing already. Took a while, but I'm getting there. That was really the bait. He's like, oh, okay, let's stop this, because I want to face the guy, and with the rockets I wouldn't have been able to shoot him down. Okay, there was someone on A though. I guess for the next interval between games, we'll get back to discussing this topic where we left off. Right now, let's focus on having fun with the BMP, because I'm having it for once. He's gonna pop out at some point. I'm maybe a bit too uncovered. I think I can pop out when I'll need to, just to see him. Oh, there he is. No! No, that bush just stopped right where it didn't need to. Okay, get onto it now. Get onto it. Okay, we got to command a gunner. Yeah, that gives the IS-4 some breathing room. They drop oddly, it seems. But okay, he's calmed down, I guess. Let's see, do we have someone else? I think that guy was the guy from A. I don't know. Is he gonna risk it again? He is just fighting the IS-4 right now. So I think since he's not paying any attention, we're gonna sneak up on him. 282 rounds at 60 millimeters. I actually didn't check what the side is of that thing. And we need to arrive pretty flat. We've got another BMP2 to support us. The IS-4 is gone. Oh, there's a Panther as well. That's more problematic. I only have one more rocket. And the Panther, I don't think I can pen the Panther from the side. Darn it. That is a bit more problematic. The BMP2 is just rushing there. There's an ASU. Okay, a few guys are spawning back in. We're just gonna quickly pass by A. We won't hang out for capping, I think. It would be a bit suicidal. Okay, we got they got the Leopard. Well done, mate. There's someone around. Maybe then, now that there's only one guy, and the Panther is fast, but not that fast, especially if he has to turn around to come and engage me. I might actually work out to our advantage if I can then spot him. Or I don't know, where would he be? Reloading. I don't know where to hide, honestly. Could the BMP just try to shoot something? Maybe he wants to cap as well. He's gonna make it. Yeah, he's gonna make it. Okay, very well done. Alright, we're gonna go for, oh no, we're gonna stick around here for a while. We're gonna get some ammo. The Iron in the open, probably the best call here. Just getting those extra rockets. I think the Panther is going to be somewhere to the edge, somewhere in E1 quadrant. Oh, we're losing B though.
Defend the B point.
Okay, time to get out of here.
Victory is here.
Okay, he's going back. He actually also, I think he probably noticed that there was a the Panther somewhere. He's trying to engage him as well. Shooting at something. What is it? Enemy plane. It's coming for us? No.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Maybe he's learned. Oh, actually it's up there. Up there, but where? T-54 is actually looking out for him. Okay, I want to hide just a little bit behind this hill. That'll be just fine. It's coming for me. Brilliant. Although for a second, this thing has actually a lot of muzzle flash. Very hard to get planes that are coming straight at you. As I'm saying, I'm loving this thing much better than the first one. No wonder this is an upgrade. What is shooting that medium tank? That T-54 of ours? What do we got? What do we got? If I said heavy, I kind of have a feeling it's a mouse. No, is that thing dead? Yeah. Probably just died actually. B is getting recaptured. Something is shooting artillery at that. Okay, Panther 2 again. Is he like on the very top of that? Like behind that, yeah, there is. Okay, I can't. Okay, wait. We need to get him. We're gonna rocket the guy. There he is. It's. Oh, I can't still not spot. But see, he just fired. I'm gonna try and get some rockets on him. Okay, let's get it risky here. There we go. Just in the straight line there. And we'll see what we get. Missed him. Just shortly. Yeah, it's still him though. Can't be more precise than this thing. It has a lot of variability. It moved actually. Okay, we're getting back into cover. I think it feels a bit more suppressed now. But for the record, going there and just camping, that's just ugly play. It's very hard to hit the guy. Maybe someone bombs him out of the way. Why are people not attacking C? Okay, what? Apparently there's someone near A. Is that finally the mouse? Yeah, probably the mouse. I'm gonna see if we can engage that. Let's see what we see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's something I can easily pen. From the side especially. I mean, not even a building could stop those rounds. Yeah, I think it's still up there and it can still not do much. It's a heavy. Ah. Gotta capture A. Wow. BMP 2 got obliterated. We're actually doing pretty well with it this game. I hope just that we win, so let's get that capture. Took a really long time until from the point we were in the cap until it started capping. Doesn't look great. Both teams look pretty battered down. Although we have more respawns, I guess, left than they. I don't know. Looks about equal. Okay, let's get some extra rockets. I think my next goal is gonna be hunting that King Tiger. Okay, we got 4 rockets again. Oh, that King Tiger is dead. Then maybe the Panther. We'll see. I know now where the Panther is. So we're gonna go wide left. Remain in the desert. I'm gonna capture him. See, that's nice. I think this guy is probably still the Panther 2. Read this. And you got armor, you got mobility, and then you decide to go up there. Which is pretty odd.
Attention to the map! Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Okay, that's where he is, somewhere up there. Between us and him is the spawn. I don't think he can actually look here, and we will win this soon enough. We'll just have a little bit of a peekaboo.
Attention to the map!
Oh, is there? I don't see him. I'd like to help you out, mate. By the way, if you didn't notice, this gun is stabilized. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. He's popping out sometimes, but it's not gonna be enough to kill him. I think this is gonna be how we'll leave it. A good 4th place, 2 caps, 2 kills, an airplane kill, and small assist. That T-54 is suffering. Come on, mate. You'll survive. Yes. All right. So this is gonna be 3rd victory, I think. Hopefully we'll get another fast game, just like this one. This was actually went pretty well. We did almost 5,000 points with the BMP. So let's get straight into battle. Let's have a check. We are missing 2 more victories. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th. All right. So I need 10 stars total. I'm over halfway. And then we'll have helicopters. Maybe then I'll get the American one, and then maybe we can try it out. I tried it out in the test drive, but it was really, I mean, it was easy to use, but it did feel underpowered and undergunned without any rockets. So I don't know. At 8.0, you've got very little vehicles that are, let's say, weak enough or low armored enough that you can get through just with machine guns. So it's gonna be tough to actually do something, unless maybe if you rush a cap on a big map. But that's risky as well, because then you're landing there and someone can just shoot you, unless it's a protected cap. So I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the map, how you can actually play it. But I'm not seeing any very big map that would be protected cap. Yeah, even on Maginot, the 2 protected ones are very tight roads. You're not going to be able to land in between the buildings. So I don't know. What do we got? What other big maps are there that would be protected in a sense? I'm not. Oh, well, maybe Volokolamsk, because that's so massive. That's maybe the only one that you could maybe go for B, land in B, and it's so massive and so wide from, so far away from anything. That would be probably the only one where I would see Volokolamsk. Yes, that's the name of it. Otherwise, very big maps. Potentially, if you're quick, and maybe you can land on one of the Italy's spawns, A or C or B, because it takes a little while, but that would be a riskier one, I'd say. Or on the forest actually of Wallonia. I mean, yeah, Wallonia you could probably spawn. It's big enough on C. Alright, where are we gonna go? I think I'm gonna go for C. Fast vehicles tend to go for C. In the town, it's gonna be really not our piece of cake, I guess. We're just gonna go straight into the forest, and we are all alone. Brilliant. I mean, I do love myself a challenge. Gotta look at it positively. So we are at which BR? 8.7. Damn. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot. With this thing, I don't know if I can take on 8.7. So I think I'm gonna go straight to C, and hopefully I'll get a cap. Because lightly armored things might actually get there. Stronger armored things, yeah. There we go. There is the fire. Gotta go into the water. Got no other chance. I don't have FP. That thing actually, no, yeah, that's an M103. Come on, come on. No, don't track me before my salvation. Okay, we're gonna actually then get a revenge here. Or not. Yeah, well, we're gonna go with the T-54 here. That really didn't work too well. It was even just a 7.7, but yeah. Small maps, a high tier, with very easy sniping lines. That's what happens. And vehicles are just not fast enough at 7.7. You need MBTs for that. I'm gonna go for B. B hasn't been captured yet. Maybe have a look at C. Okay, we cannot drop it as far. MX-30 is just camping ugly here. I mean, I don't get the point. You don't see much. Going from the waterline here would be interesting, but suicidal. So let's see. Can we actually see who's on B? He's actually behind there. It was Warrior. Aren't. What do we got on C? Let's do the dangerous thing. And we're probably not even gonna get B, I guess. So I'm gonna relinquish the idea of capping it. I'm gonna get more into town. Someone warned that there's someone there. Just gonna be quick about it. Maybe do some. Have a look down there. T-55M already is shooting at something. Oh, there we got one. Don't. That Object 906 just put himself right in front. Okay, that was number one. Let's see, we got something else down there. Yes, there is, just not something I can see. Did the T-55 just smoke? The Object 906 is actually trying to shoot something. No, that thing's dead. That's a heavy hit. Oh, Conqueror. Woo! Well done, 906 with the stabilized gun, and really, really good vehicle for 8.0. A is being lost. It's crazy. I mean, the comebacks that can happen because of those low spawns is just ridiculous. We're gonna calm it down. We're gonna wait here a bit. We are losing A. Oh, that looks so juicy. Yeah, we got some guys right here. Let's have a look. There was. Okay, we're gonna wait it out just a little bit more.
Reloading.
Artillery that heavy. Come on. Gotta do something. Yeah, some more things flying around. Only the driver. There's no ammo there. See, now looking at me, at least there's still. I smoked. He was there. Got a track. So maybe a bit more left. Just guessing here, right? Okay, more left. We're gonna get him. Eventually. It's gonna be just another driver. Oh, okay, finally. Ah. Took a while. A Mark 5. Oh. I don't like something now. It's the fact that there's nobody between me and B anymore. So we're gonna focus our attention more towards that side. Now, the biggest mistake you can do since the update is actually pushing out further than the caps. It's something we were all used to and we are all guilty of, you know, because that used to be the meta, you know, you capped, basically that means the enemy was done for, and then you went away and tried to reach him in his cap. He must be behind this building, right? Oh no, it's actually further down somewhere. And we're gonna let him finish his cap. And we're gonna wait here. Okay, I see him actually. I don't know if he sees me. I don't want to risk it. Still static. Gonna drop some RT on him. Push him out. There we go. Brilliant. Next step is us capturing someone up there. Except I don't see him. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, I think that's him done for. Got some artillery. Dropping some smoke. Actually, I'm gonna wait because that's the other guy. What? Where was that from?
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh, and I moved away even.
Reloading. Attention to the map.
We're gonna go into town with this. Really don't have 1,000 solutions. But yeah, people do the mistake of getting out too far. And really pay attention to that guy. I don't think I can actually finish him here. We're at 1 kilometer. How much do we have? 91 millimeters. So it would be enough to get through that weak point in the upper glacier. That's risky. A PT, honestly, bringing a PT. I mean, guys, we need to capture B. I know it's scarier than ever. I'm gonna actually put some artillery there just to keep things covered. I'm just checking if I see the guy, but so far, ooh, I actually hit him. He's really on C. Okay, we're gonna get that same spot as before. What was that? Oh, that PT. Okay. Brilliant ammo shot. That's some allies saved, I assume.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
But we'll get right here and we'll defend from here. Anyone trying to get to A will hide in the shadows. I think that's what we gotta do right now if we want to win the game, really, because it's all about defense nowadays. Whoa. Okay, that M42 died. So back front. Woo, that was tight. Just got him at the end of his drift here. Oh. And a chieftain. I think we just got saved actually by that BT5. That's like the most epic save ever. I mean, like, hey, I'm in a stock vehicle. Let me save the CSU so he can kill that chieftain at 8.3. That was really, really nice, mate. He deserves a thank you. Whoever that BT5 was, let's have a look. Yeah, Calivri, you're my hero. That was amazing. Okay, someone actually knows I'm here now. That's a problem. We're getting some artillery, and that is really not something that's gonna end up giving us a good and pretty face. It's gonna be more dramatic. So we're gonna move here. We're gonna expect them maybe down this road. Wow, this sounds like a jet engine or a helicopter from the inside. Do you hear that? I don't know if that's a sound bug or not. It's an... yeah. Didn't used to do that. Or was I just like not paying attention? Yeah, this feels like really odd now. I think there are some sound bugs since the helicopters joined. I think we're just gonna get a step closer. Just here. We'll let the IS-3 cover the next route. We are getting slowly but surely down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's some AA here, or is that the heavy? We're gonna drop it on the medium. We've got more chance there. Wow, okay. Medium tank right here. Got the M19. I want to see through this little window if I can see him.
Attention to the map.
Okay, get ready, guys. Yep, I didn't get my gun down enough. Just made myself noticed. I was too greedy. I should have waited. I'm conflicted now. Because I think our team can actually win this. And if I spawn... actually, I think what we can do, we can get into a yak. Oh damn, this thing is really expensive now. That's not just for 8.0. It actually increased the cost for everything. So we'll have to do a whole lot of points before we can get actually into the bomber. We're gonna take it into the bomber. Why am I thinking that? Because this thing is a rank 3. And we need... yeah, anything actually. It's not a rank 5 or 6. That's the problem. Well, we already screwed ourselves by taking this thing out. Unfortunately. Because, you know, I think this is our Reddit. Yeah. Rank, yeah, 5 to 6. So either way, we're screwed. We had here maybe a given victory, although it looks like it's gonna end up in a loss. Maybe? I'm not sure. It's hard to read. Let's put some flaps out just to slow us down a little. I think, yeah, B is probably that Centurion, no, what is it? Chieftain that killed us. Maybe we can get some revenge bombing. Although there was an M19, I don't think I've finished killing it. All in all, I mean, the games are more balanced, the games are more dynamic, like longer lasting, more interesting with all of these new respawns. But they do feel, I mean, like you should play more campy. I'm gonna drop it right next to the building here. There we go. At least we got a hold break on that guy. It's not gonna shoot us down. What else can we do? No, 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 no. What is that, an AA? It's not even an AA. And it's dealing that kind of damage to me. Well, the M163 was very far off. It wasn't that guy that initially shot me. But that's it.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Unfortunately, we got that one kill with the bomber. It is really hard when you play mainly tanks, and I think also these type of spawn points changes just made it so that you are gonna play less and less planes. Maybe that's a voluntary outcome. Maybe they want people to go and repopulate RRB to get up high, but you know, I've been playing tanks, and my aviation is only rank 4 while my tanks is almost rank 6. So there's just the gains for planes in ground forces aren't up to par. They are up to par in the sense that you get a ton load of points when you're playing with planes, but you just don't get RP for it. So yeah, I got like a kill now. Probably that's gonna give me about 500 points, but it should give me like 2,000 maybe for ground kill, because this is so much, or 1,000 with premium 2,000. It's so much harder to get like ground kills in a bomber. That kind of thing should be more rewarded, I guess. At least in RB. Whoa, okay, well, wait, we're gonna cancel this out. Our T-54 is spaded. That was sufficient to get it over the edge, so now we'll actually put the final T-54 in there. That thing it's decently upgraded, but not the best yet. I really need this shell and all of the engine upgrades that follow. Maybe we'll get then the 3BK5 afterwards, just in case we encounter mouses or stuff like that is really armored, and that these 240mm are not sufficient. So that's the objective. Now with the BMP, I'm getting close to getting parts, so that's good. I've had an instance where my like, I guess like it's the ATGM holder got shot, and I couldn't fire ATGM anymore. So that really brings this vehicle down a lot. There are some other tanks that you can still kill even at 7.7, but for many you will need the ATGM. But I think since the last patch they also improved ATGM's performance, I mean like post-penetration damage, and they fixed it again. They made it so that it's not like the jiggly wiggly thing it was before. And maybe it was like designed in a sense so that it's not client-based anymore, that it is server-based, to avoid cheats maybe. But for the instance of those 3 guys that reached tier 6 and decided to have a hack on, honestly, I'd rather have, like, for the rest of the War Thunder population, a proper gameplay, proper ATGMs, rather than having the 3 cheaters not being able to cheat anymore, but everyone else having a horrendous ATGM experience. I think it was a good mechanic how it was added. It's great again now since the last update. They put it back to where it was ago. It's sad that it took them 2 patches to do it, but I'm glad now. I'm a bit more salty thinking that I spaded the Type 60 ATM with that thing happening, but yeah. I mean, the Type 60 ATM is probably a meme tank by now, because of all the bugs it had regarding ATMs, the reload, or the change of the gunner, the fact that you could only fire one ATGM side anymore. It's riddled with bugs, and I don't know if it's fixed yet, and I don't want to know. I don't want to touch that thing ever again. Right, let's get back to that topic of the FPE and parts. So it started all with that video, as I said before, and a lot of people got angry, and maybe justifyingly so, because it just feels like it's spitting in someone's face when you get that kind of video out saying, hey, it's easy, why are you complaining? I mean, of course, I'm paraphrasing, it's not what they said, but they basically were trying to give tools to fight something that they designed to be tough to fight. So it's hypocritical, I guess that's what I'm saying. And a lot of people wanted to see it for tanks now, and it's just not coming, and it won't happen because there's really no way to justify the lack of FPE and the lack of parts. Other than, hey, how to grind stock tanks? Well, don't get shot. The end. It's basically that's the only reason. If you got no parts, okay, what can you do? Well, you need to find a cap, and then you need to go to a cap and get parts. If you have no FPE, well, try and find the body of water and then hope that that mechanic works to extinguish it. Now, honestly, it's just it isn't fair. So I am also agreeing with a lot of people that FPE should be an upgrade of the base one. You should have like one FPE as a base on your vehicle, and the FPE upgrade should be, hey, get a second one. And parts, to me, I've heard that it is a lot like you should have like one basic part. That's the thing that goes on Reddit. But to me, it should be more like, hey, you've got like parts anyway, in the sense like maybe parts should even be renamed as in premium. I don't know, not premium because that sounds bad, but like superior tools in that sense, so that anyone can repair their tank at a double rate than what it usually is. Like, let's say, I think you can actually check it out. Let's have a look at the crew for the BMP. The field repair. Now, maximum possible time to repair the tank. Let's say I have like everything destroyed. It's 58:31 seconds right now in my condition. Assuming I'm stock, which I am right now, this time should be, let's say, almost close to 2 minutes. So double this time. So 116.62 seconds. I mean, it doesn't even have to be double. It can be a third, it can be a triple, whatever. But the fact that sometimes you're just you get your tracks, not your tracks, but your transmission hit or your engine, and luckily it doesn't set off a fire, and you're sitting duck there, and or you aren't in this, manage to shoot it down, the enemy that shot you, and then for the rest of the game, nobody's gonna pull you to a repair site, to a cap. You are not going to be facing any other enemies, because let's assume your team after that pushes the enemy away, and you're just sitting there for the rest of the game unless you J out. And I feel like in that kind of situation, you should have then, yeah, you have 2 minutes to spare. Go ahead and repair. Take that time. Similarly, if you have, for instance, your gun gets shot off, but it's a long range shot, the enemy got a lucky shot, and you can retreat in time before he shoots another shot, you should take 2 minutes to get that repair. Why not? You just don't have parts, okay, it takes longer, but you can still repair a tank, you can still exchange a gun barrel. To me, it should be fine. And that idea for like having only one charge, let's say, of repair just seems really odd to me, because the initial idea, oh, there could be some tactical way of using it, like maybe you just lose your track and you decide to stay there until you use the gun and then you repair it, or vice versa. It just doesn't make sense to me. If you got like one of your vital parts broken, you would use it. You will repair it because you will need it to keep on fighting and to survive potentially. So maybe in the 1 in 1,000 games, you will maybe decide, I can wait it off, but most of the time you will just not do it. I think I'm gonna go there. Actually, it's the very first time on America that I spawn on the northern half, so I really don't know how this side plays. So bear with me if this doesn't go so well. But getting back to the parts, yeah, to me it just feels more natural to have like infinite but longer repair, and the fact that when you unlock parts, it just goes double as fast. And if that is even too strong, why not think, and since you have already one FP, why not put FP then first tier and parts at the second tier? Then you still get a lot of grind, but you still can get out of those unfair, frustrating, let's say losses, kinda, I guess that would be the word. I don't know, I'm gonna follow that guy. That guy seems like he knows what he's doing. Yeah, I didn't like that. I mean, I hate ads. Go away. For a second there, I thought I was gonna get stuck in it. I don't like this very much because there is a guy actually. Or not. I did spot something. I'm really just being an elephant in a China store here. Yep. Yeah, that serves me well. I got very low frames for some reason. I don't know why. It's really, really bad here. Oh, we have actually a BMP backup. Although, I'm gonna keep it for later. I'm gonna take the T-54 out. Just when things have smoothed out a bit. Because I think this map is not a map where you want to take the BMP out. Yeah, that other BMP also got shredded for some reason. So, well, shells I guess. It's not really the best. Really not the best to take a BMP out. Got no armor, and yeah, basically our entire team went the other way. So they were basically the only things we had to focus on. We were like, hey, we're both gonna scout for our team so they know where the enemy are. Except there's no ally team. Darn it. That's basically what happened. Yeah, and I've reached 1 hour 6 minutes of stream. It's the encoder just after an hour, or is it the processor? I don't know which thing it is that starts getting not as efficient, and I'm getting very, very bad frames. It's not even that the map is poorly optimized. I don't think that's the point. I think the maps are fine. I think it's just inevitable here. So I think there's an RU all the way back there. Yeah, but I should actually pay attention to what's right in front of my nose. Very well. Yeah, I think it is a consequence of, but not just the cause of these low frames. Advance a bit more. I don't know if I can actually get through those M60s from the front. Probably not. Now, probably with Leo I could maybe get. If only I had over 60 frames is fine. Whoever says 30 frames is cinematic should go play the multiplayer game in 30 frames for an extended period of time. That AOS is dead. Let's see if we can get something else. Or is it? It isn't. He's on fire, but he isn't dead. Maybe we can actually... it was a leopard, actually. There's the other medium tank. Someone is really killing it. I mean, that BMP2 has a very good spot. I need to have a look at that. Darn it. We're actually facing Russians as well. Okay, this is a multi-ethnic game. I'm sorry, I apologize for the very, very low frames. There's really nothing I can do about it anymore other than end the stream. But I'm just gonna finish the game, finish what I've started. I mean, the ZSU is giving me the comeback. It is a very good tank in that sense that if things go wrong, ZSU got your back. He's gonna give you the comeback you need. I think I'm gonna hide here. Do I hear a chopper? I do. Oh, he's flying low. That guy's actually playing it smart. It's not the only one. Even with low frames, it worked out. Where's the other one? We're gonna reload. We're gonna need our 8 shells. It's gonna have to pop up at some point. leopard is looking for it. Oh, there he is. He's firing. Damn it, missed it. Oh, I'm too much off. That guy was actually playing it well, but I think the loss of frames here was really my worst enemy. Nah, I'm not gonna bring it out. It's just gonna be a waste of a perfectly good backup. I apologize for that, but really, the moment I'm gonna cut the stream off, I'm gonna get out of these 30 frames and I'm gonna get up to the 100 I usually have. It's just tied to the duration of the stream. I haven't really found a solution for that yet. If you do know something, just let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it and I would really want to try anything out, so let me know. And also don't forget to check my survey if you haven't yet, because I really want to know what you think about the stream, what you think about the channel in general, and what you want to see in the future. So if you haven't, please help me out and go take 5 minutes of your day to reply to that. I'll be very much appreciated. This was Lumi. Hope you enjoyed watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and have a great evening. Bye.